Hello, welcome or welcome back. Cecilia asked me to make this video for her, and this is such a great video for white belts and about to be blue belts, like new blue belts, because when you get better at defense, like it is a win if you used to get, arm triangle 10 times and you reduce that down to 1. That's a huge improvement. So Cecilia asked me to make this video to highlight some areas from defense where she leaves openings. And this is great because we all have openings. If you are an upper belt watching me roll with black belts, tell me my openings. So right now she is going for a buggy choke, and she has her right shoulder. If I put weight into her right shoulder, it's gonna choke her. And then I have a crossface on the near side. So basically this is a Von Flue choke, which is technically a counter for a guillotine, but it seemed to put enough pressure here so that she alleviated pressure, which put her head and arm triangle. And she got better at the defense for the head and arm triangle. So that made me have to transition to an arm in rear naked choke. So that is a win on the D. That is a winning defense if you make them adjust. But let's go into a little bit further because there are some principles that are super big. First principle is anytime you're on the bottom, you want to ensure that your position does not get worse. So if they have a low mount, for example, you want to make sure they don't have high mount. And look at this right here. She has her arm around my head. Her right elbow is not next to her torso. In fact, I'm able to get my left arm under her armpit, which you'll see more clearly coming up as we show you back in frame. So keep a focus on what her right arm is doing. Her right arm is in back of my head. You want that frame to be across their throat. If you're looking for a case katami escape, there's one where you could frame it. That's basically the safety position, is you want your forearm across their throat. If your arm is around their head, then you're leaving, look at all that armpit space. Using my shoulders to block her tricep so that she can't get her arm back. And I'm using my left hand not only as an arm post, but as a block so that she can't get her arm back down. And now she realizes her mistake, but it's already, it's already done. So she's trying to get inside position, but that's hard because I've already won the inside position with that underhook. So now, with high mount, your hips are out of the equation. It makes it even harder to escape. And then they can transition to S mount. It's like on the defensive end, the key is to ensure your position does not get worse by having a solid safety position. So here, even if she has her elbow up a little bit in that position, that's still enough for me to get my knee in. And when she was there, I was still able to go up. So do you see where I'm tucking her arms? Like that is literally where you have to be. You have to have inside position where it's like keep your enemies close and your elbows closer. That your elbows must be like this. And if you are to move your elbow, it's just forearm to neck frame. So here I'm showing an escape, which I love to do from mount. So anytime they have a low mount, meaning their chest is very close to yours, I love doing this step over escape. Or I step over, trap the leg, and then improve position by getting to the bottom of half guard from the bottom of mount. That is my go-to escape from mount all the time. That is literally what I typically use. That or a knee in to replace the guard. All right, now let's keep an eye on her right elbow. Oh, she has it above the head. She knows. Oh, very good, very good, very good recovery here. Look how tight the elbow is. Now she has a frame, which is very good, and I know this, okay? In order for me to get this mounted triangle, I need to overhook her right arm, because if I have no leverage here, she can slip out at any time, and I know this. So I don't have her right arm right now. She has a solid frame. This is like A+. She's doing a great job. And right now I am just muffling. I'm doing the mother's milk, like I'm distracting. If this were MMA, I would be punching. I am just distracting and making this position horrible, torturing until somebody makes a mistake. That is basically, that is what, and this is the forearm and this is why I do this. The reason why I do the forearm in the frame is to, if they're trying to escape to the one side, I forearm across the face, they would have to transition to the other side. But instead of transitioning to the other side to escape to go with the forearm frame, she's protecting her arm, and what's actually happening here is that grip around my leg, she's securing herself into mounted triangle. So I was able to move to mounted triangle because she was defending her arm by getting attacked, but by clasping her hands together around my leg, she was allowing me to transition into the mounted triangle. So see that clasp right there. I didn't have her arm hooked. I had no leverage here. This would have been, if she were to go right there, if she were to slip her right elbow in and release the grip, she would have been out of my triangle. But it's just so ironic how sometimes your escape is what is holding you there. It's like life lessons all over Jiu-Jitsu. This is a really good Uchimata counter if you're getting Uchimata a lot. And yeah. So in summary, I'll let this play because there's a cool north-south thing that's gonna happen here. But yeah, I mean, in summary, from the bottom, frames and keeping your elbows close. If you're on the bottom of mount and they're trying to punch you in the face, bridge so that they have to use their hands to stabilize themselves, or else they're gonna smack their forehead against, you know, the mat or pavement. So never turtle if you're on the bottom of mount, or else you will give them high mount. So this is great. You see where her right elbow is? Right now, what the name of the game is to get under her right elbow. So I am butt shimmying up in order to get under that elbow, but she's grabbing my body and allowing that elbow to have space. So I think she might be trying to do the headlock escape, but that headlock escape where you have your arms around them, when you can't get your arm back, that is for when they have your head and arm. If they're in side control like this, the name of the game is keep your elbow close. So if you don't know this, so like the headlock escapes, it's the same techniques as if you were in Keisakatami, which is quite interesting. So here's a transition to north-south. There's a good north-south choke from here. If you can't see, this is very good defense. Her elbows are in close, and she's being a big pain, which is what you want on defense. the best thing that you can do is just be a bigger and bigger pain in the butt until you become a black belt. So she's doing a great job of not staying on her back. One key for defense on the bottom to get better is never let them flatten you out, to always be getting on your side and going to your knees. That is a high level principle that works in any position on the ground. So because I couldn't get the north-south choke, I moved to a north-south Americana, and that's great. Like, to make me move to something different and not get my original thing, like that is a sign of better defense. Oh, and here we are. She's telling them to get out of the frame, and I'm laughing because typically, you know, when you're on the mat, the upper belts, the combination of the two people rolling that belt combination, like they have to leave, but she was like, oh my God. All right, so I'll let the montage play and I'll see you at the end and try to spot the little areas where with the elbow positioning, and I'm sure it'll really drive it home.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. No, 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 no. This is America. No, 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 I gotta carry.
Okay, I'm feeling too sexy to accept requests, and I'm way too sexy to go unprotected. And she popped a Tesla, now she gonna let you. Okay, alright, that's fine. Okay, oh you like the boy? Well tell me what you like about him. You a tart a little thotty, ain't no wife about it. So sexy. Yeah, I like it crowded. Too sexy for this. Too sexy for this. Too sexy for your. Too sexy for this. Too Too sexy for this chain, that's fine. Okay, I'm feeling too sexy to accept requests. And I'm way too sexy to go unprotected. So sexy. Yeah, I like it crowded. Too sexy for this. Too sexy for your girl. Too sexy for this world. Too sexy for this ice. Too sexy for that jack. Yeah. I'm too sexy for this chain. Too sexy for your game. Yeah, I like it crowded.
I don't wanna sit, I wanna go, I wanna gag, I wanna joke. My head get misfired when I need the sun is going and drying, it's coming outside, yeah, I run on that damn, the cuz behind me, I spit on his mic and I heat tryna sign me.
Yana, I'm a freak, cuffs, leashes, switch my wig, make him feel like he cheating. Put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beat.
Telling me to chill, he keep telling me it's real that he love a pill. He said he don't like I'm bony, he wants something he can grab. So I pull up in the Jag, made weather with the jab, like dun 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 dun. Oh my gosh, look at her butt.
And I'm up,
Look at
now from the top, make it drop, that's a macaroni in a pot, that's a wet.
If you're not wrong, then why? Everything is alright. So we're gonna walk, alright, through the roads of creation. We the generation, tell me why. Try to break tribulation. Alright. Movement of your people. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright.
Thank you so much for watching. One thing that I wanted to mention and bring up is, here's the thing, all right? In life, sometimes when we experience failure, it's like sometimes failure is viewed in such a negative light, like we can feel bad about it, but like the person who is afraid of failure is the person who is not growing. Failure is literally part of the process. If you fail fast and fail often, you will learn so much. And having the ability to look at the failure and that takes courage. Like, for example, do you know times as a blue belt I got spinning armbarred by a purple belt because I was leaving like a centimeter between my elbow and my torso, and he was just really good at capitalizing on that? It must have been at least 100 times. Like, the first step is just the awareness of it, and then asking the question of like, what's the opening? Like, where am I leaving an opening? Why is this happening all the time? Why? Can I reduce the frequency of this? And any reduction in the frequency is a huge win. Yeah. So yeah, keep on training. You're good. I'm just thinking back to how many times I had to get armbar for me to even like ask the question. You know, that's a win. If you could just ask it after the 5th time that happens. But all right, so thank you so much for watching. You are getting better every single day. Thank you, Cecilia, for asking me to do this, because this is gonna help. This is extremely helpful to everybody. And if anybody can, you know, if you want to send in your tape to me, send a link and I can look at your game and give you some tips. If you're an upper belt and you want to if you want to tell me my openings, that is a form of love, okay? I'm like, thank you. My God. All right, so until next time, bye.